Good morning, everyone. Welcome back on Weekly Crypto Review. I'm Paul J from Crypto Traders Arena. Well, it's Monday again, so every Monday we review from the weekly perspective, and then we'll go on daily, and then at the end of the live stream, maybe we can even find some good levels for today for some setups, some trades. Morning, Jesse. Hey, Darren. Hey, Zed. Hey, Orto. Hey, Robert. Hey, Peter. Hey, Sajid. Good something, everyone. Okay. This live stream is public, so please go repost, like, comment, so the video will be visible for more people. Without losing time, let's start with Bitcoin on weekly and we'll go from there. Okay. So technically, in 1 second, you should see the Bitcoin chart on weekly. There you go. Bitcoin weekly time frame CME. You can see we didn't do too many things last week. 2 weeks ago we dumped a little bit to 62. Last week we pumped to 65 and we are trapped at 65 there. We are staying at 65 from some time. Is the price action bearish? Well, not bearish, not bullish. It's a range. Depending if you are looking strictly on weekly, we don't have we need to accept above 67 to create a higher high. So far we don't have that. So we have the lower low and we don't have a higher high here. If we accept above 67, we touch 69 and we stay above 69, then okay, we can say, well, we can think about reversal, and then we can think about dump back down to retest, and it'll take some time to create a nice weekly W. So far, we don't have that weekly W. What we have some bullish divergence on indicators. We have bullish divergence on MACD, we have bullish divergence on RSI, and even we have bullish divergence on OBV. Trying to confirm there on OBV. But the idea is the market is not as weak as the price on weekly time frame is telling us. I consider this one the bottom here. No, I still think in the fall we can have one more. We can go at 50k, maybe even lower to 40k to test this gap, and then maybe you'll have the bottom. But I'm not predicting the market here, people. I'll wait until October, November to see where the price will be. And if the price will be below 57, that will be nice, will be in the long reload zone. If it will be below 50, it will be even better. If it will be here in October, November, Bitcoin doesn't drop below and in the long reload zone and creates weekly Ws, then I'll have to reassess and I'll have to think about it. But because I don't want to risk anything and I don't want to think about myself, I'm too smart. No, I'm dollar cost averaging below 69. You know that. As long as we stay below 69, I'm slowly dollar cost averaging Bitcoin. Some people call me bearish, but they call me bearish, but they didn't bought Bitcoin yet. I don't know how that works. I'm not bearish, people. I'm trying to be as realistic as possible. So below 69 for me, it's okay to slowly buy. If we'll accept in the long reload zone, that will make me a bit more aggressive. If we'll go here in October 50, 40k, that will make me really aggressive on the buy side. So simple. I'm telling you that I'm dollar cost averaging every week, every weekly crypto review, and people still think I'm bearish. I'm not bearish, but I cannot call a bottom without a clear weekly W, without touching the long reload zone, without... This time is different? Okay, if it will be different, let's talk about this time is different in December, November, January, I don't know. But in the summertime to tell me, well, this is the bottom and we'll go to the moon, and doesn't work that way. Usually. Okay, so on weekly, we have bullish divergence, but we don't have weekly Ws. A stupid trader, a stupid investor like Paul is dollar cost averaging below 69. Ethereum, kind of similar here. Kind of similar. We are stuck between 2000 and 1500. Do I believe this is the bottom for Ethereum? No. I think we can accept lower. But in time, not tomorrow. For the moment, on daily, and even on weekly, but on short term, I'm expecting the market maybe will accept above 2000 and will close this gap at 2200. If we'll do that, that will be nice. But even if we'll go here, that will be a short reload zone, that will be still a lower high and still not a weekly W. Like I said, let's see the Bitcoin bottom first and then we'll think about Ethereum. Give me weekly Ws, give me monthly Ws, and we can talk about reversal. If you remember, even in the bull market, Ethereum kind of disappointed us. You think we'll do something else in the bear market? I don't know. Okay, so that's Ethereum. Let's take a look at indicators. Similar bullish divergence on indicators like on Bitcoin. You can see here. You can see here. Even here you can see some W here and bullish divergence also. MACD, it's in a bullish divergence. So yes, Ethereum is not as weak as this chart is telling us. This chart is telling us, well, look at it. Lower highs, lower lows is going down. Well, we reached kind of a support here. But bottom, to consider the bottom between 1500 and 2000, like I said, it's possible, but let's talk about in October, November, December about that. Hey Robert. So far, this week we didn't do too many things. We are consolidating this level. If you put Bollinger Bands, or you think from the Bollinger Bands perspective, we are squeezing, we are getting tighter and tighter and tighter. The volatility is getting out, and you know what usually happens after that. The volatility is getting lower and lower, and at some point in time will explode. Up, down, I don't know. Usually, because we are talking crypto, probably will go in one direction to do a fake out, and then we'll go in the other direction for the real move. But I don't have a way to know that. Okay? Bitcoin, Ethereum, let's talk about dominance. Well, on dominance we have Ws, weekly W, which is not good. We're trying to form Ws here. Overall, if you look, I think it's pretty obvious on weekly time frame. We are consolidating this level, we are retesting 60%, and I don't see anything special here. We can stay here for more time. I was hoping that we'll create EMs and we'll go down and we'll test 50% and we'll do this and that. Probably we'll do it at some point in time, but I don't see it now. So dominance is still fighting that 60% level. Ethereum versus Bitcoin on weekly. Well, I told you that I don't believe in Santa Claus, and I don't think 003 will hold and will be accepted as a support and will go all the way up in the short term. It's possible. But to call a bottom on Ethereum versus Bitcoin, no. You can see the long reload zone here. I think we'll go a bit deeper before we can call a bottom. We have indeed. We retested this level. Wyckoff checked this level. If you remember, if you are old in crypto traders, then I remember when I said about this level, when the market was on the top, I said we need a Wyckoff check, a retest. We did that. We made a weekly W, and we pushed here into the resistance. I think this is a strong resistance. Look left. Even if we'll accept a bit above, I think we'll go down even more. or at least retest these levels, 20.0026 to 5 kind of idea. SFU of this level, if not lower. So I'm not calling bottoms here. Okay, total market cap, well, it's kind of pathetic here. You can see Bitcoin is pumping, it's trying to do something, but look at it. Look at the overall. That's why we are using weekly time frame. Look at the high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Yeah. For the moment, we are fighting 2 trillion. Maybe we'll go back to 2.5. Maybe, if we're lucky, even I don't think so, to 3 trillion. Imagine if we go to 2.5 and everyone will become bullish. You know how they manipulate the market. So, for the moment, we are fighting $2 trillion. I don't think we'll pass this bear market without accepting below 2 trillion. I think we'll go below that level. And once we go below that level, everyone will get really scared and will say it's over and lower prices, and then I could smell the bottom. Now, no. Okay, so we talked about those. I don't think I need to tell you again and again my perspective about Bitcoin on higher time frame, no? And why I think this is the case. I saw new people, so let's talk about again. If we talk about Bitcoin from 2013, more than 10 years. So we had 400 days. Yeah? Then we had 1064 days of bullish market. Then again 365. I don't know if you can see, 364 days of bear market. Then 1064 of bull market, then 364 bear market, 1064 bull market. And guess what? I could, looking at this chart, I could think about 364 days of bear market and 364 until we form the bottom. I think yes. Do the study yourself and see if it's valid. Okay, so from the top to the bottom usually lasts 364 days. Once, twice, and here is 2. So I could think about similar, maybe not exactly 364, but approximately. I could suspect that the bottom will be here in October. You get my point? So we have a gap here. If you look at the CME chart, will be in the long reload zone, approximately 78.6 here, which is what usually Bitcoin retrace. You can see here, if you put the fib from here to here, it's 78.6. If you put the fib from here to here, it's 78.6. I could suspect that Bitcoin will do the bottom at 78.6 this time. Confluence with 364, confluence with the gap there. I think I can do that. It's 100% guaranteed will do that? No, but I have a suspicion. I have a probability there. So understand me why I don't believe the bottom is in at the moment. In the summertime, before the October, before that time limit, before the long reload zone, before 78.6, without closing the gap, I see people too bullish, but people, they are influencers. They realize that the bottom is closer than the top, and they know then from now on they should call the bottom over and over again. And they'll do that until at some point in time they'll be right and they'll say, I told you so. But here on Crypto Traders Arena, we are not using our community. We are not doing shady stuff. So I don't have any interest to tell you lies and tell you, well, you know, the bottom is in. I don't want more I don't know, members here. I don't want to get 1 million followers. If I want to do that, probably I'll do the same. Well, the bottom is close, is in, is close, and I'll gather a lot of followers. No. First of all, I'm a trader and I want to get that fucking bottom. So I'm hunting that bottom. In my 2 cents, my humble opinion is that the bottom is not in for the moment. If I'm wrong and I see the bottom, I'll admit at that point in time, I'll say, well, I was thinking the bottom will be lower, and look at it, we formed weekly W's. So let's just see what will happen. Well, that indicator is made for Bitcoin, Emmanuel, not for Ethereum. And by the way, it's close enough, but didn't hit that star dollar cost averaging here. You can see we start here in July 2022. We lasted until March 2023, almost one fucking month, or 1 year, actually 1 year here. And if we'll print that, then probably we have similar time to star dollar cost averaging. We are talking about weekly chart, people. You cannot call yourself an investor and look at 5-minute chart. You need to zoom out on weekly. Well, this P cycle bottom is made for Bitcoin, not for Ethereum. If by coincidence works on Ethereum and will validate, I don't have a problem, Emmanuel. Feel free to use it. But this is for Bitcoin. And I used the P cycle bottom for Bitcoin. No, yeah, last time we crossed similar, and now we crossed already. Is Bitcoin next? I don't know. Let's see. Dollar cost averaging on Ethereum below 2000 is not the worst idea, but be prepared to make a dollar cost averaging plan on longer time frame, for 1 year, 2 years. Not well, I'll buy everything in first 3 months. Because you can see Ethereum staying here at 2000 next 2 months and then dump below 1000. Yeah, dollar cost averaging, look at the swing low, swing high. We are below 78.6. Below 78.6, I think it's a good idea to dollar cost average, man. I'm not saying don't touch Ethereum. No, I'm saying I don't think the bottom is in. Okay, let's go back here. So, if the P cycle will give us a dollar cost averaging signal, I'll post everywhere. I'll tell you how I said the last time. Let's dollar cost average. Let's do this. Let's do that. I'm already dollar cost averaging slowly on Bitcoin. So, but that's my opinion. That maybe we'll bounce in the summer now. We'll bounce a little bit, maybe 70, maybe even 72, 74. But in October, November, we'll need to reassess where the price of Bitcoin will be. That's the idea. Well, that's your own plan, MCM. Don't ask me. Don't ask me how you should dollar cost average. I could tell you how to correctly dollar cost average on the specific amount of money, specific time, yeah, every month without or every week, depending on you, without looking at the price, and same amount of money, not the same amount of Bitcoin, because that's the way you dollar cost average correctly. Imagine you dollar cost average on monthly or weekly, and you buy here with $100, and then the price drops and you buy with $100. You buy a lot more. The price is lower. The lower the price, the better for you. So that are the rules for dollar cost averaging. But dollar cost average should be in a investment plan, not, well, I have a dollar cost averaging plan. That plan should be in a bigger plan. How much you want to risk on Bitcoin, how much you want to risk in total in crypto, what percentage is that from your total net worth. Is not so simple. We teach those things, how to make the plans and how to think in plans, master plans in Capo 1. So feel free to join Capo 1 if you want to learn that. Everyone was disappointed about altcoins last cycle. And they are asking me what will happen this cycle. I think there are too many altcoins. Some of them will pump like crazy. Now the problem is which altcoins will pump. If we manage to get the one or two altcoins that pump like crazy, we'll make money. So simple. If not, well, we'll make less money. Okay, back on Bitcoin index. We don't have that crystal ball signal. Maybe in the fall we'll get that. Okay, now let's talk about traditional market a little bit. Let's remove this one. Let's go on ES. ES is damn strong, people. On weekly, don't kid yourself. ES is strong and is pushing higher. You can see all-time high, pushing higher. Is the summertime. Trump and his team, they want ES higher and higher. For the summer, people. Because at some point in time, a retracement will come. At some point in time, a drop will come. And everyone from the public will be on the long side. That's the idea. That's why they are pushing the price so high. Why it's possible for the other states to be in a shitty position because of the oil and United States to be in a good position and to pump? Well, we discussed that a long time ago when Trump opened the oil and to get oil from United States, and then he got Venezuela. And at that point in time, I told you, Trump is putting himself in a good position. He's preparing for something. Don't believe the narrative because it's not what it seems. Well, now you see it. War with Iran puts a lot of pressure on Europe and other countries, other areas, but not on United States. Why? They have enough oil. For them, it's a good deal for the moment, it seems like. And don't think they really want to close. They want to fuck around. They want to manipulate. They want to open and close again and close and open, and exactly what they are doing now. But United States is, in my opinion, I'm not a specialist. Don't quote me on that. Take it with a grain of salt. United States, it's in a good position in this situation. That's why you can see yes is strong. Anyway, as long as you see higher highs and higher lows, don't be aggressive. Well, let's anticipate the next drop. Well, maybe. You can see the next drop had a weekly EM. This drop had a weekly daily EM here. After that, we dropped. And every time we got at least some daily EMs. You don't see any daily EM or weekly EM here. So don't put yourself in front of a market like this. Indeed, it's crazy. Indeed, is not logic, but let's follow the market. Market is right every time. So if I go on daily, do you see any daily M here? No. If you get a daily M, then you can think about a local top. Then you can think about something. So far, no. So if it doesn't go lower, maybe you'll go higher. So probably will pump. But don't kid yourself. It's not forever, people. It's summertime. Let's see what will happen in the fall. Even the name is telling you what will probably happen. Okay. That's ES on weekly. Strong and really strong. We have some bearish divergence on RSI and MACD. And yeah, we have warning signs as usual. But give me daily EMs and then we'll talk about reversal. Gold. Finally, gold managed to accept stay above 4,000, print a daily W now, even a weekly W here, if you can consider this one a W, and is pushing back to short reload zone. We are at 4,400 and we are pushing back in the short reload zone. If 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, I told you, well, let's see if we'll hold, well, now it's pretty clear that we hold at that level and we are pushing back in the short reload zone. It's kind of strange seeing gold and ES pumping in the same time, but well, It is what it is. I will become bullish on weekly chart on Bitcoin. Well, let's take a look what we have here. So this was an uptrend, was a clear bull market. Then we had a ugly volatility in an EM. Then we confirmed another EM. And now we made a lower low. And now we're trying to do a lower high here. We need to accept above $5,000 to change that. Kind of far away for the moment. It's possible. Well, we're talking about the market. Everything is possible. But I'm still not bullish on weekly chart on gold. I think we'll need to cool off, go lower, get in this area, 3,000, maybe lower, make some W's here, consolidate for some time, and then to push higher. Here's my 2 cents. Maybe I'm wrong and gold will go to 10,000 until the end of the year. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, oil. You can see what I see here, people. This is not our game. Gaps everywhere, high volatility everywhere, hard to trade. Remember when we discussed here at $60, that was the Venezuela thing, and I told you don't believe the narrative. The chart looks bullish, and I was anticipating 100. I said, well, if we're lucky and the oil will pump to 100, but not 120. But after this move up, I realized that nothing I should do here. It's not my game. It's too dangerous. No, thank you. If I put the daily chart, look at what they are doing actually. Yeah, war is on, then is off, then is on, then is off, then is on, then is off. That's their game. I cannot call the war on or off, so it's not my game. The TA is working barely. We don't see EMs at the top or Ws at the bottom. That tells me it's not for me. Okay? Who wants to play this game? Feel free to do it, but you can see no Ws at the bottom, no TMs at the top. That tells me not for me. No, thank you. I'll let big guys play. I don't want to participate. If I don't like a game, people, I'm not complaining about the game. I just stop playing. Okay? As long as I could stop playing, I just stop playing. I don't need to complain. I don't need to, well, it's ugly. I cannot make money. Well, don't play then. So simple. Okay. So now we are getting in the long reload zone here. Maybe a W will form. Still ugly. Still no. No. Let's go back on weekly. DXY. Well, I said this consolidation is a bullish pattern. We accepted above the support and resistance. Well, it was a bit too early. You can see we made a weekly EM and we accepted back in the range and will probably stay for longer here. If we accept back above this level, then I could think about 105.5. And it will be, I think, pretty aggressive. But for the moment, no. We are retesting. Okay. Now, let's talk about some shitcoins. ZEC, for example, we have here as a big range. Strong altcoin, if you compare it to the rest of the market. I don't know for how long will become strong. We are short from here, from the local top, from the short reload zone. We made it risk-free. I do suggest to open a new trade. No, not even on daily, people. On daily, I want the price to come here, $550, and then to dump. Or play the shark. I told you already. Going back on weekly and going on this shitcoin, this is the perfect example how shitcoins will do pump and dumps and how they'll move. They'll do a pump, trick everyone, they'll go dump, then this one even had a proper retest, strangely enough. But the idea is we'll probably consolidate like this, stay at $1 or below for a long period of time, and then we'll do another pump and dump. Our dear SpaceX finally is bouncing properly. We got to almost $100. was a normal thing to do to bounce from around 100. We had a straight down move here. We close this gap. We can push here to 150. Probably it's possible to go here, and everyone will call, well, it's bullish and will go to the moon. And no, the moon is here, people. Okay, the moon is lower. We can bounce. We can stay above $100 for months. But I think at some point in time, sooner than later, maybe in a couple of months, maybe in 1 year, we'll get this level. And when we'll get this level and I'll get a proper W, not this big one. This is an ugly weekly W. Daily W. Big and ugly. Give me a weekly W here. And then I could think about investing in this one. At $130, no thank you. There are people that are making money trading this one? Yes. I want to participate? No. So, with SpaceX, I provide you an example why you should never trust Elon Musk or his friends or any big player, because they are not our friends. They are making money manipulating the public and small traders to believe their narrative, and they are selling in their heads. That's their strategy. So simple. Okay. That's the overview, people. Not too many things I could say more about the higher time frame. I could stay on daily a little bit and talk about what we have on daily. For example, on Bitcoin, well, going sideways. Bollinger Bands are getting tighter and tighter. Maybe you'll go tighter before we'll explode, but at some point in time you'll see an explosion in the volatility sooner than later. Maybe this week, maybe next week, maybe later in September, who knows. But you can see the volatility is getting out from the market, and just put the Bollinger Bands and see what happened when the Bollinger Bands got so tight, and you'll understand. Okay, so Bitcoin consolidating. Not too many things we can do here. Ethereum on daily, similar. Looks a bit stronger than Bitcoin, let's be real. We are still fighting this 2000 and we are trying to push higher. We have a long trade posted in the swing trading channel for premium. I posted for Twitter also. So an LJ trade here. Someone asked me to explain, and I said I don't explain for X, but why not? Okay, so this is the what trend line? Well, the original trend line, the trend line you should follow. The top trend line, the M top trend line. That's the valid one. That's the big one. Why? This is the M top. You can see we pumped, we dumped, we formed the neckline, then we pumped and we didn't manage to pump higher. So that created a lower high. And then we accepted below this level. That's the M top. And then you take this high on the week basis, not the candle body, week to week here. And that's your trend line. That's in September 2025. And you can see how well respected it was. Below, below, below. Well, finally we managed to get the other side. If we manage to get the other side, I'll patiently wait for a W completely on the other side. And there you go. That's the W completely the other side. That's a classic trendline breakout trade. I took it. I'll make it risk-free at 1 hour if I'll have the chance, but it's in my plan and I was forced by my plan to take it. Opinions, I don't care about opinions when I have setups. So that's why this trend line was important. Hopefully you get it. Now let's go back here. It's possible to pump to 2000, 2200? Well, probably yes. At the moment, we are still, because Bitcoin is not strong enough, Ethereum doesn't have the courage to accept above 2000. Yes, on daily, we don't have an M. If we don't have an M, no, we don't have not even a 3-bar fractal. You can see the 3-bar fractal should confirm here, and we didn't confirm. We are pumping back up. So give me a daily M. and we can talk about reversal. Until then, higher. Gold on daily. I was anticipating this W, but I was also anticipating a retracement. No fucking retracement so far. And you can see who took this daily W, it's in profit, is risk free now. No retracement at the moment. And now to attack here, to think long here, too close to the short reload zone, to short here, not enough reasons to short. Probably higher will be better. So I don't have anything on daily. Oil on daily. Let's wait for some W's here if will be the case. Maybe this gap will be closed. But like I said earlier, oil is still dangerous. Look at the gaps. Look at the ugliness. No, thank you. Okay. Ethereum versus Bitcoin on daily. We are short here. We had that initial YAM. Let's see what will happen. That's about it, people. That's about it on a higher time frame. Now we can go on, I don't know, 4-hour chart, try to see some levels. But because it's Monday, you know what a stupid trader like Paul J will say, no? What will say? What Paul J will say? Well, it's Monday, be extra careful, stay out, wait until Tuesday to have the Monday range. Because that's the safest approach and that's the most profitable. Sol is still bad. Well, Sol is just a shitcoin from the big list, can't pay bills. So, sorry. Why you are focusing on Solana? Solana will have his day in the sun, but not today. Okay? Solana will shine again, but not at the moment. I still have a lot of Solana. But because it's not moving, because could go lower before it will go higher, just don't touch. If it will go deep enough, I'll buy more. And that's my plan with Solana. Solana will have the day in the sun. Let's see what will happen there. Okay. So, let's see the calendar. Tuesday, existing home sales. Be careful. Wednesday, inflation rate. Be careful. Thursday, PPI. Again, day traders. Be careful. Friday, retail sales and Michigan consumer sentiment. So the entire week we have some news. That should be, I don't know, enough to give us volatility and also make us careful what we do in the news. So, I don't know. I don't think it's dangerous to trade this week. I think it's acceptable. We had NFP last week and was ugly. Hopefully this week will be a bit better. Because, to be honest, last week I was a bit in a loss. And I don't usually get losing weeks. So for me was an ugly week. I didn't focus too much on scalping indeed because I suspected it will be ugly. But still, bad result for me last week. I know it's normal. I know I'll have weeks where I'll not be able to make a profit. That's normal. I cannot complain about that. But one of those weeks was last week. Hopefully this week will be a bit better. Hopefully. Okay, so we have enough news to keep the market volatile. Let's go lower time frame. Okay, we talked about this one. Let's stay with Ethereum because we talked about this one. A swing trade on daily is telling me to think higher. If I put the daily W here, I have this house level. Will market be strong enough to push to 2,400? For the moment, I don't see it, but it's possible. Everything is possible. To be sure that I protect my capital, when I'll reach 1 hour, I'll make the trade risk-free. Okay, I took it to 1%, I'll close 50% at 1 hour, and then it's risk-free without touching the stop loss. Going on 4-hour chart on Ethereum. Let's change the, actually here I should stay on daily and I should change the template here. Well, we are in a short reload zone here. As a day trader, I could think about an SFU of this level, yes. SFU on 5-minute chart and then dump back down could provide a setup. To long here on lower time frame, 1 hour and lower, kind of hard for me. We are in a short reload zone. In the same time, on 4-hour, look at the Bollinger Bands. Look how tight they are. The market will explode. Hopefully, when it will explode, I will be on the right side of the market. Hopefully. So, again, let's wait for the Monday range. Last week, Monday range didn't do too many things. You can see we accepted above and we stayed above and that's it. Hopefully, this week will be different. Bitcoin. Well, we already took a level here. I think on 1 hour we'll see it better. Yeah, in the middle of the night, I was sleeping like a baby here. The SFU that level, then we dumped a little bit, but not enough. Okay, let's go back on 4-hour chart. As I told you, as long as ES is strong, don't be too aggressive on the short side on crypto, especially on Bitcoin. Don't be short because ES is driving the market. As long as you see ES with green, don't be too aggressive. Are these levels possible to work? These SFU levels, yes. But if ES will keep pumping, we should watch these levels. 66,900 and 67,200. We already have an alarm there. So don't be too aggressive short here. Don't think too aggressively on the short side because ES is still strong. We are in a short reload zone indeed. You can see here on 4-hour chart, but it's still strong. And probably ES will dump and then Bitcoin will follow. Bitcoin didn't pump as much as ES. Bitcoin is underperforming because Bitcoin had some bad news about crypto, about Bitcoin. You saw the hack on the ledgers, not the ledger, the cold card or how the fuck is called. A lot more people saw that Sailor Moon is selling. You saw the news popping up again. He sold last week again, motherfucker. Diamond hands and diamond balls and diamond shit. Yeah, I don't get it. I told you I don't like Sailor Moon and probably will have a bad fate in the end from long time ago, before the top. He was buying the top, so imagine buying Bitcoin at 120k and selling it now at 65. He's selling it, not Bitcoin. He's selling Bitcoin from MicroStrategy, MacroStrategy. Honestly, I think he should change the name he changed it from MicroStrategy to Strategy. I think now the best name for that company should be No Strategy, because as long as, or Bad Strategy, as long as you dollar cost average at 120k and you are selling at 60k, you cannot convince me in any shape or form that you know what you are doing. Me as a retail trader, I didn't do that stupid thing to buy at 120 and sell at 60. And if I'll do something like that, my friends, the traders beside me will say, well, you are stupid. What the fuck you are doing? You're buying the top and you are selling the bottom or close to the bottom. Wake up. They will slap me. And a big company is doing that. That strategy? That's not a strategy. That's just stupid. You can go and do live streams and you can tell public it's better to buy Bitcoin than buying a house. It's better than do that. Well, your company bought Bitcoin at 120k and is selling at 65. End of the discussion. You cannot tell me anything else. So simple. Don't tell me, well, the investors force me to do it. Well, it's still your strategy. Who the fuck put you to buy at 120? Anyway, that's no strategy. That the name should be no strategy or bad strategy. We can even tell Sailor Moon that. Okay. Let's see if we'll accept and we'll SFU these levels. If we'll SFU 67, I'm tempted to take that level. That's why I keep that alarm there. That's a level, I don't know, maybe a bullish news or something will push the price there. I'll get an alarm and hopefully I'll be able to take a short. Ethereum on 4-hour chart, we talked about. Hype. Let's start with daily on hype this time to see the bigger picture. You can see the range, people, but also you can see the weakness. I saw some unlocks on hype lately. I could, because of the unlocks, because of these big yams confirming, I could see hype a lot lower. So I told you multiple times, don't invest in hype above $50. Not even at $40. Maybe I have a bias because I bought it a lot lower. But I could still see this one in the long reload zone and even testing the lows, people. Yeah, was relatively strong and is relatively strong, but that doesn't make it immune to the bear market. Okay? Here's my 2 cents. Now on 4-hour chart, you can see it's going sideways. I still don't like to trade this one. I don't know why. Solana. Let's go on daily on Solana. Solana is not looking good. Well, Solana is consolidating from February 2026, people. Let's be real. Remember when I said we'll consolidate and we'll try to hold these levels? Well, it's doing exactly that. We have that initial trend line here. You can see. We have daily Ws. We have more daily Ws. Probably if we'll pump here, we'll have daily Ms again. It's consolidating. If the bear market will become more aggressive, we should think about this area, $40. That will be a gift. Don't think about as a punishment. Think about a gift if you'll get Solana here. I know a lot of people will get scared, but not us. We should buy the fuck out of Solana if we'll accept below $50. No, it's just consolidating. It's just consolidating. Normal price action. And if you look left, look at what happened last time in 2022. It did the same. Nobody was talking about Solana. Well, Solana is not moving. Well, it's not. Well, we had this consolidation. Then we dumped even more. Hopefully we are here. In July, you can see in September we dumped more. And that was the bottom. Let's think about the same scenario. Staying here, maybe dump one more, and that will be the area where to buy it. And after that, in months, half a year, probably Solana will have again some good days. So don't ignore Solana entirely. Well, no, Solana is not moving. It's not moving for the moment. We are expecting price to be a bit lower. Yeah, Wyckoff check of this level will be the best level. But at the moment, nothing I can do here. And if I see the consolidation, I don't want to trade it because you can see the bottom is $60, almost $70, and the top is $90. $20 volatility in a small range is not good for me as a trader to play around. There are better charts out there to trade the range than Solana. Okay, let's go back on 4-hour chart and let's talk about ES. People, we are in the short reload zone. Day traders, pay attention here. Yeah, it's Monday, but we are in the short reload zone. A shark, I think it's a good idea. Depending how aggressive you are on trading ES. We are bouncing, we are in the short reload zone. You can see this big candle is retested now, fair value gap. I think shark could be a good level. Let's go on 1 hour, let's see what we have. So we are in the short reload zone already. Give me an M or give me the shark level. Don't think long here, people. I don't think it's wise, but well. Going back on 4-hour chart, conclusion is clear. Daily and higher time frame, really bullish. 4-hour chart and lower, we are in a short reload zone and Even if on higher time frame is so bullish, we should have short ideas here. Nasdaq doing the same in the short reload zone. No EM yet. If you go here, you can draw another short reload zone exactly like we did on ES. Something like this. We are in the short reload zone. Maybe an SFU on this one because it's a bit stronger. But still, thinking long here, not the best option. And gold. If last couple of weeks I said gold is weak is trying to hold 4,000. Now gold is a bit stronger, and you can see we have the last week Monday range, and we pumped and never retested, and we are pumping and we are testing the SFUing this high. We are getting in some resistance now. We are close to 4,500. So don't get long here. I think soon enough will be time for a short on gold. I don't see it yet, but I'll watch it. On 4-hour chart or higher time frame, not lower time frame. 4-hour chart. If I'll see an EM close to 4,500 indicated already, yeah, you can see some weakness there. Not yet, but I'm trying to find a short idea. Getting back on Bitcoin. Okay, getting back on Bitcoin here. Careful with these SFU levels. They are too damn close now, and it's Monday, and they could the market could explode. Pay attention to these ones. I have an alarm, and if I'll see these levels getting hit, then I'll think about some short SFU. If we draw the fib from this high to this low, we are getting in the short reload zone. Let me show you. We are in the short reload zone here. We should think about, this is the swing high? Yes. We are in a short reload zone? Yes. We should think long here? No. If ES will bounce more, will pump more, definitely we can touch these levels. But here, it's short reload zone. Short reload zone has that name for a reason. Okay, Ethereum, as you can see, a bit stronger, but we are still in the short reload zone. Pay attention to the SFU levels, because today is Monday and we'll form the Monday high and the Monday low. Maybe the Monday high will be an SFU of this level, and that will be a nice short if we manage to get an entry. Okay, people, if you have questions, feel free to post in the chat. If you want to help us out, feel free to repost this post on X. Unfortunately, I'm a bit disappointed by the free part, or the free part of the community, and I decided to put the daily crypto plans on unlisted videos. So they will be for premium and VIP members only. If you want to get the daily crypto plans, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday every week, premium membership is so fucking cheap. I anticipated what will happen in the bear market, and I made it as cheap as possible. Come on, people, it's below $1 a day. You don't get better than that. And you get our ideas, all the swing trade ideas. You get the daily crypto plans. You get the session in New York. So every day we do a live stream in the New York session for 2 hours. A lot of value for that small amount of money. So if you are serious and you want to participate, feel free to join. Not too many places left. You can see 28. This is automatic. I don't need to do anything. If you click join, you do the payment, you'll get the role, you'll be part of us without me doing anything. And that's the big way, the way you enter in the Discord. Okay? If you want to learn how to trade like us, then Capo 1 is the way. But you have to be on Discord to apply for Capo 1. Okay? If you know how to trade already and you have a plan and you want to just become sharper and get more setups, then you can apply for Capotu. But again, you have to be on Discord. It's so simple for me, people. So simple is for you also. Yeah. When the student is ready, the teacher will show itself. When you want to learn, we are here to teach you how to trade. I'm not here to tell you, well, if you join Capo 1, you'll become a day trader in no time. No. If you join Capo 1, you'll learn the proper way to trade, to plan, to learn the process. Sorry, it's a lot of work. This job is not easy. This skill is not easy to obtain. You cannot tell me, well, I'll become a trader in 2 months. You can be the best one, the fastest one, the smarter one, and you cannot become a trader in a couple of months. Okay, so that being said, feel free to join Premium if you want to be one of us on Discord. Repost this one. Let's see how many reposts. 33 reposts, 46 likes. Well, acceptable. The usual, the same people from the VIP and Premium, yeah, they are commenting and hitting the like button and doing the things. Even if they are Premium members, I don't ask them to do anything. Even if they are VIP members, I don't ask them to hit the like button because, well, they are doing the payment. They do whatever they want. And they are still participating and helping us. Thank you, people. Okay. Aster. What I could say about Aster? Well, let's go on higher time frame here. Aster, it's I wanted to short at 80 cents, and I don't think we got that level. Okay, let me go on Aster on this one. There you go. We don't have, let's put weekly chart. We don't have a bottom on Aster, people. Can pay bills. Why? Because we don't have a weekly W. No weekly W, no bottom. To short at 60 cents, why the fuck you want to short? Even with CZ posts, it's not okay to short. It's too late to short, people. There you go. So 50 cents is still a good level to watch for a W. Or an SFU of this low. But don't think on the short side from now on. We are too deep in the bear market. My 2 cents. There you go. Something like that. So the market going down here in this area and making some W's. A breakout and a retest. And I think on the long side, not on the short side anymore. Is this one holding pretty nicely? Yes, it is. You can see we opened at $1. We are at 60 cents. We are holding. CZ doesn't want to let this one go too low. Everyone is saying, well, nobody is using it. Well, for the moment, things could change. Give me a good price and I'll buy more. I have this one. I have as an investment. I bought below $1. I dollar cost average. I have some Aster. But I'm not interested to trade this one. I had an order to sell or to hedge my my spot bag here at 80, and we didn't manage to push all the way up there. We are close enough, but didn't trigger my alarm and it didn't saw this pump, so didn't do anything. Well, I don't know what that shitcoin is. Or let's see. This one on Python? Probably. This one, Twitch, is a shitcoin. Let's see if we have a chart. No? Well, there you go. What I can do, like I told you, give me weekly W's. No weekly W, no bottom. Nothing. It's tons and tons of shitcoins out there, people. Be extra careful what you are playing. I don't know what this one does. It pumped to $300. Now it's holding 66.6. So give me weekly W's, and now you can think about buying a little bit, selling half on a double, and then reloading. Same strategy. But I don't see a bottom here. Looks like a bottom, but I don't think we have the bottom yet. Okay, people. I was blabbing away for more than 1 hour. I think it's enough, in my 2 cents. Going back on lower time frame, short 3 low zone on Bitcoin, short 3 low zone on Ethereum, short 3 low zone on ES. Extra careful what you are playing today. Okay? If you want to be part of us, feel free to join Premium. I showed you how to do it. If you want to stay on Twitter, you can follow Crypto Traders Arena. Pretty simple. That's easy to follow Crypto Traders Arena. We don't have subscribers on Twitter, sorry. But you have to, if you want, you can join Stefan. He has subscribers. He's posting content for his subscribers. If you want to see how much, well, I could show you how much. 1,100 posts for his subscribers. So he's definitely active and he's definitely posting quality. Now, so you can subscribe to Stefan if you are a Twitter guy and you want, well, I don't want Discord, I want X. Well, go ahead. It's possible to post on Twitter what we post on Discord and what we are doing on Discord? No. Discord is made for communities. Discord is made specially for that. But if you want to subscribe to someone, I suggest to subscribe to Stefan because he's the guy to follow. I personally trained Stefan years ago. I know he's damn good at posting and framing setups. Look at his charts. Yeah, look at it. You don't see these kind of ideas on Twitter usually. You see them, but after the fact. I could guarantee that Stefan posted these trades before they touched the entry. So if you want to subscribe to Stefan. That being said, people, let's call it a live stream. In September, we'll start Capo 1 and Capo 2. You still have time to get in Capo 1 or Capo 2. I think we have 3 places left for Capo 1 and also 3 places left for Capo 2. I don't know exactly about Capo 2. We'll close the registration in September and we'll start working. Capo 1 is September, December, including December. Capo 2 is September, November, including November. 3 months of Capo 2 and 4 months of Capo 1. Feel free to join. I think it's the best moment to learn. It's the right moment to learn, not in the top of the market, in good conditions to see how the real market is. Now, that being said, people, we can call it a live stream. See you next time. VIP member, see you in 2 minutes. Premium member, see you in the New York session. General member, see you on Twitter. That's about it. Okay, people, protect your capital. Stay safe. See you next time. Bye-bye.